What is up, everybody? This is Cody, aka DFS Prodigy, breaking down this upcoming NBA Tuesday slate. Before we get into like for me, definitely subscribe to help me on tons of y'all know. We're here breaking down the slate. Um, it's a nice slate overall. I like this. It's gamers. Um, and yeah, we'll start it off with Boston at the Cavaliers. This is a group play. So keep that in mind. We're gonna see kind of a bump up in minutes for everybody. We're gonna kind of see more intense gameplay. It's gonna be great. Boston is 4-point favorites, 232 over and under. Cavs are undefeated. Is the streak going to continue? We'll see. On the Cleveland side, Levert's questionable, Okoro's questionable, Sam Merrill's questionable, and Dean Wade is out. Um, that will mean Ty Jerome will see a little bit more minutes. He popped off. The three-point shot was connecting for 4 for 7. At 4-2, he could be another value, especially with Karis LeVert being questionable. Niang, 4-4, another value that can see good minutes. I like him a ton. But again, it's the Boston team. We gotta watch out for Boston. The studs though, Mobley, Mitchell, and Garland and Allen, I'm not really getting to a ton of them. Um, I kind of just want the value pieces on this team. And then looking at the Boston side of the ball, similar, kind of the same injury report other than Peyton Pritchard's questionable. Um, Tatum 10-1. They're gonna need it's gonna be led by him against this undefeated team. Jalen Brown, A1, I'm not really getting to. He's just a guy for me. Derek White, Drew Holiday, no thank you. If there's no Pritchard, I do like a little bit more of Sam Hauser. Um, he would be the main guy I would go to. Why is this not loading? Well, looks like we're just gonna wing it. Charlotte and Brooklyn. There we go. Charlotte and Brooklyn. Brooklyn's 2.5 point favorites, 222 over and under. I believe this is one of the lowest of the slate. Yeah. Um, we know how this is gonna go. No Nick Richards, no Mark Williams. Grant Williams the five. If it loads, 4-8 is okay to me. Bridges at 6-3. I'm not really getting to. I'm not really getting to Miller either. LaMelo Ball is just a guy for me. Um, there's not a ton I want on this team. On the Brooklyn side, Clarkson's out. Um, Boggs out, Zaire Williams and Dorian Finney-Smith are both questionable. We could see Clowney see a little bit more minutes at 3-4. Not really a guy I want to go to though. Ben Simmons at 4-7, somebody to look at as a value. You can kind of throw him into the mix of the Niang value. Cam Thomas, 60 for 22, 55. I remember that. I remember that slate. Um, he would be the guy I would go to. Short air, 6-1's okay to me. Let's go to Denver and Memphis. On the Denver side, Jokic is questionable. It's not because of injury, it's because I believe his wife had a baby. So we need to watch that. So if he's out, Sarge at 4-7 looks great. Peyton Watson looks great at 5-6. If he's in, though, this whole team looks overpriced, and it's only going to be Jokic for me. So keep that in mind. We need to know the news of Nikola Jokic on the Memphis side. No jaw. Edie's questionable. I believe he left the game and then didn't come back. Um, yeah, still week to week. Jaren Jackson, 7-9, not really getting to, not really getting to Desmond Bain, not really getting to Pippen. There's not a ton I want on this Memphis team. It's somebody I don't really want to go to. Pelicans and the Mavericks, 10.5 point runners for the Mavs, 223 over and under. This is disgusting. It's Brandon Ingram, 9-3. He's gonna be the main go-to guy. Brendan Boston, 6-8. Another go-to guy. Trey Murphy, 5-6. Looks great. This whole team's gonna be a value dumpster. It's a dumpster fire, but they're going to be value. You're going to have to get to some of these Pelicans players just because of the minutes and the value. I mean, I don't know what else to say. Luka Doncic is questionable if he is out. Kyrie Irving 8-9 looks great. We're going to see a little bit more of Jaden Hardy. I like him a ton at only 3-2. Quentin Grimes is going to look good at 3-7. He's going to get a bump up in minutes as well. If Luke is in, I'm going to keep this straight and simple. Once again, if Luke is in, he's the only guy I want to go to, just like Denver. It is what it is. OKC and the Spurs. No Isaiah Joe. Thunder's 8.5 point favorites, 222 over and under. That could mean a little bit more of Mitchell. It can mean a little bit more of Casey Wallace. but Caruso is playing, so keep that in mind as well at 4,000. They would be value plays I would look to with no Joe. And then SGA, of course, they're going to ride him. You have to ride him at 10-6. I like him a ton as a stud. On the Spurs, Wembanyama's questionable. If he's out, Zach Collins will look great at 5-5. Why do they have soaking at center? That's disgusting. Um, mm, Keldon Johnson at 5-5 or 5-3 looks okay. Chris Paul would have to do a ton, 6'2". Devin Vassell is back at 5'6". Let's go to the minutes that they had last game. This DraftKings doesn't want to load for me. Yeah, Collins saw 26, Champagne 25, Barnes 24, Paul 25, Castle 28. Sandro played 17, Keldon played 21, Bassie played 22. We're gonna get this kind of a similar story. Sandro at 3-5 looks okay. Bassie at 3-4 looks great. Collins I like at 5-5 though a ton. Let's wrap this up. Utah and Lakers. Let's go back. Hold on. Lakers are 10.5 point favorites, 231 over and under. On this Utah side, not a ton I want to go to. John Collins at 6'9", though, looks great. Flipikowski at 5,000, I don't mind that at all. The guards, I don't like playing the Russian roulette with them. On the Lakers side, Anthony Davis is questionable. I expect him to play. Riyad Moore is questionable. We need to watch his status as well. Um, I like Anthony Davis at 10-7, and then D'Lo at 5-2 looks man to me. I like Connect at 4-5. That's my other value play I like on the slate, but it's a good slate. Lots of question marks, so it's kind of hard. But that wraps the slate process, though. Thank you for tuning in. It's a great step for us, and everybody have a good one.